Hi, welcome to this video from Techcanvass. In this video, we are going to discuss about one of the important business analyst interview questions. This is a series of career bites videos which I'm going to make, which will cover questions relating to interviews as well as related to career questions. For example, if you are a sales professional, how can you become a business analyst? Or if you are working as a testing professional, how can you become a business analyst? Let's get back to our question of the day, which is how is a typical day for you? This question is often asked when you're facing the interview just to understand how you're performing your responsibilities or what is your exact responsibility in the current project. Sometimes it is also to verify whether you are working as a business analyst or not. To answer this question, you have to look at what kind of project you are working on. Projects are typically either a maintenance project or it could be a dev project, which has started afresh. So if you're answering a question for a development project, you might be at the requirements gathering phase and you have to explain what you're doing on a daily basis during the requirements gathering phase. So just look at what happens during the requirements gathering phase. During that phase, you will be working with the customer and meeting them to gather the requirements. During the meeting, they'll be explaining you their processes, they'll be showing their systems if they already have, which you have to understand. Ask questions if you're facing a problem in understanding something. Note down, keep noting down whatever you are understanding. After the meetings are over, you go back to the hotel room or wherever you're staying and you again go through those notes. If there is a team, you can brainstorm with the team. If you're alone, you will go through the notes again so that to have a better understanding and to also raise follow up questions. So the next day, when you go back to the customer, you will start by asking first the follow up questions. It is also possible that during the development phase, during the requirements phase meetings, customer might give you certain documents, certain report formats, which you have to keep in your records so that that can be included as part of the requirement specs document. So this is a typical scenario during the requirements gathering phase. What if you are working on a maintenance project? Majority of the cases, because the maintenance phase for every project is longer than the development phase, you'll end up working on a maintenance project. During the maintenance project, there will be changes happening in the system. Either it could be a new module which might get added, or there will be a change in the existing process. So when you're describing your day, you have to start focusing on that particular aspect. Let me answer this question by putting myself in your place. So if the interviewer asks me, what is your typical day like? So the way I will answer it as a business analyst is, right now I'm working on a maintenance project and typically I'll be working on a change request. So if the change request has come today in the evening mail, I will start looking at it depending on what kind of information is available in the email. Either I will set up a call immediately with the customer to understand and get more details, or if the customer has sent me a document, then I'll go through it and prepare the follow up questions. And again, I'll end up setting up a meeting with the customer to ask my follow up questions or get more clarifications from the customer. If I have already discussed this change request yesterday or a couple of days back, I'll be working on the functional specs of it. So this will involve, typically in functional specs, I involve process diagram, data model, and screen prototypes if possible. So once the document is ready, I send it to the customer, and then as per our company process, we also set up a call to present that change request solution to the customer. So I coordinate with the technology team and bring them with me so that when I'm presenting the functional requirements, and if there is a technical question on how to how to go about coding the solution, they can answer the question. Typically, after the presentations, I request the customer to send us an approval, and then we can start working on it. So if the customer is looking at a cost to the change request, they might have to go back and take approval from their senior management. So it takes a bit of time. Till the time the approval comes in, we don't start working on the change request. Another thing which I might be doing on a daily basis is, if a change request which was carried out earlier and it's completed, the development team gives it to me so that I can do the final round of testing before saying yes, it is fine now and it can be delivered to the customer. That's how my typical day looks like. So this is the answer which broadly you should be giving to the interviewer if you're working on a maintenance project. There are a lot of questions which you should be familiar with which are asked during the business analyst interview. There's a book which I recently authored on business analyst interviews. There are answers also given in this book. It's available right now on Amazon Kindle. Thanks for being part of this video. We'll be coming soon with few more videos on this.